that frost-burnt skin. Looks like someone just checked Cloister off their sightseeing list.
On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant, and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right. Belvedere Hall used to serve primarily as the garden's hub for all manner of research, instruction, and study. A beacon on the hill of progress. Since the Order's forced dispossession of Spyreton and the Archive, many spaces within the hall have been repurposed to serve as a temporary headquarters. Which is to say, please excuse our mess, we're still remodeling. The Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the exemplars, or craftsmen, of our order. Weapons and technology all fall under her purview. Oh no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late. But I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is. Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you? All conflict is transient in nature. To dwell on the negativity of a moment is to risk missing the opportunity of what comes next. Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters: science and progress. And you for recognizing such quality of vision. Oh, I nearly forgot. Vicar Alden also asked me to direct you to him. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard, at the top of the stairs. May all your problems precede solutions.
directed their labs to find ways to remove the parasite.
Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today? Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter. Interested? Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional? Expand on that for me.
90% of all salmon being infected by these parasites.
You are a single gear in the grand workings of the universe, and should not expect to control all of its mechanisms or outcomes.
Simple and obvious, yet untried.
Good. Never forget that you are a valuable factor in the universal equation and necessary to advancing the plan. Now then, a brief conversation is customary following the initial service. I haven't seen you around before. New project appointment? Must be an adjustment, all things considered.
Protein content of the berries without affecting their texture or flavor in any discernible way. The microscopic egg remains were simply too small to be seen or felt.
Earth Directorate? In Arcadia? That's rather anomalous. And I'd go as far as to say wholly unexpected. By all means, continue. I'm fascinated to learn the particulars of this little mission of yours.
The colony worlds. Mindless Auntie's Choice consumers especially purchase a large variety of purple-berry-themed foods and beverages. All of them.
How noble and noteworthy. I was under the impression we had this well in hand, but I'm always happy to have my assumptions corrected. You know, I'm actually nearing the end of my shift. If you're amenable to continuing our chat somewhere more private, I think we could both benefit. Right this way.
For our orders fabricated nutrition stuff. OA Archive Transcription number 3918-4 ends here.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. You might put down your proverbial hand once you hear the specifics. The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder. Moderate your volume, please. No one here is in any immediate peril. Probably. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance. Took you long enough to ask. I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested? So you've heard of us? Good. That makes this easier. My primary task has been to watch the Order. But I'm confident my superiors would agree. Physical proof is of far greater value than mere rumor. Nothing nefarious, if that's the needle in your conscience. We only mean to study the drug and consider all of its many applications. I know that must read as terribly vague to you, but I'm not at liberty to provide more detail than that. Well, I'm not asking you to do something an honest person would. Think of this as a business transaction, if that eases your mind. All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. I believe they call it perspective. This passcode will give you access to the main terminal. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard on him, but that might be tricky to lift. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's likely in conference with the presiding bishop. Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood? It's too diluted by the time it enters circulation. I need the unfiltered drug, which is only accessible to those working in water reconditioning. Outside of work, I have, let's call it an alternative inventory. You'll have to pay, of course, but I'm sure I have something that'll make your job a little easier. And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
I remember the days when Laplace's garden lived up to its estimable purpose. Now look at it. The fountain in disrepair, pedagogy in the park, even the lights above our heads have winked out like stars taken down from the sky. Imagine if your life depended on a surgeon who was practically perfect. Such a qualifier might dilute your confidence then, hmm? Nevertheless, one must persist. The plan is good. The shadow of ignorance cannot withstand its light. Oh, I couldn't say. This isn't my college, as it were. I'm a vicar. I tend to people's philosophical needs and leave the management of the garden to others.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. I'm glad we're in accord. The presiding bishop's leadership allows the Order to act in Arcadia's best interest. Without her, we would be nothing. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering, no more doubt. It is indeed a good deal. But we can return to your initial point. There is a task of pivotal importance to the Order, but I cannot entrust it with just any come-by-chance outsider. As head of the Order's exemplars, it's my responsibility to assess whose aims upon Ruth may be malicious. Prove yourself to me first, then we may discuss the rest. To the point. Very well. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever personal vendetta you happen to be attending to. I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead, but I will need a more tangible effort on your part to trust you. If the Order could predict the future infallibly, my mentors would be alive. Seers become less accurate the more specific and more distant the prediction. All that aside, you shall need the Order's trust if you wish to see Ruth. This task will allow that. Journey to Newton. Eliminate the cultists to a person. Then we may speak of getting you an audience with Ruth. Newton contains the Six Pillars Chantry, which was one of the first temples founded after Arcadia's colonization. It's over 100 years old. The cultists are likely profaning it. But even if they aren't, I don't want them there. Our loss of Newton is symbolic. If we cannot protect it, how can we protect Arcadia? You're results-oriented. I can understand that. Fine. Expect a tangible reward on top of the Order's goodwill. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
comical remark discovered upon trial.
Yeah.
A second makeup exam will not be offered, so I hope you studied. Not in the mood for a random interaction. Thank you.
Enjoy your time in the garden.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
You have such a soothing voice, Val. I enjoy chatting with you, dear. Is it okay if I call you dear?
Affirmative. In the past, Agent Ibarra has deployed similar appellations when addressing this unit.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Or maybe sad. Bit of both, I suppose.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrary to the research future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
don't know about you, but that screams experimental rift lab facility to me.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
And deep in the sand, why be a pebble when double and travel the strength is where we stand. Don't be a pebble, and tossed and crushed, come to the ground, it is more they can, so don't get down. Looking round the foundation.
optimal.
Be thinking about, I ponder. That is when I knew I needed a sort of correction, so I heeded the words of my betters. I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment.
Try to limit further damage, Commander. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
This unit patiently awaits repair. Emergency backup syringes primed. Standing by with life support.
Go for torpification.
Restore to combat-ready condition. Our path appears to be severely obstructed, Commander. Incoming mortar fire. Agents are advised to duck and cover.
suffered extensive damage, Commander. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Aren't you the versatile little automech, Valerie? You can mortally injure a foe, then bring them back from the brink of death.
Correct. This unit is equipped with robust combat and medical assistance protocols.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Consider Commander, throwing energy your way. Torpificator at ready stack.
Oh there. Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure. The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But, suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But you might be the universal variable we've been waiting for. He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you. Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you. Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual? Could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous creatures? Well, I'm unable to distribute any amount of bits to you, but I can offer upgraded permissions, allowing you to purchase our surplus supplies. Oh, this is so exciting. I can feel the rate of my blood flow increasing.
Confronting threat.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Recharge before it discharges. You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Have you completed the job? We shall be here, unraveling the mysteries of the universe.
Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
Emergency battery activity.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. Energy your way. Go for torpification.
N-rays discerned.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
I'm at my wit's end with that damn Protectorate thing. You can open it. Whatever's inside is yours. Don't wash my hands of it.
So, you're the mysterious individual that's caused such a stir across Arcadia? Well, it is my sincerest of pleasures to meet you. I am Exemplar Simon, head of research at this station. Please consider me your personal conduit to this meager, yet profound portion of the universal equation. How may I be of service? Originally, the Protectorate designed this facility to control those grounding towers, which are the only thing keeping Praetor's ceaseless lightning from turning us all into ash. And to be sure, that is the only reason Ante or the Protectorate haven't taken this place by force. They are rightly terrified of what happens if this station goes offline. However, neglect during this conflict led to Axons shorting at 5 of the towers, causing gross misalignment. If they aren't realigned, the failures will catastrophically cascade. Wonderful. In order to recalibrate a tower, you must find the malfunctioning panel inside their control room and reset it. And to speed you along, I can offer a unique incentive. Prior to being driven from this facility, the Protectorate was exploring lightning-powered explosives. The concept was clearly beyond them, but I have already solved their errors. So with the towers aligned, I can produce a batch of the explosives they theorized, and I would happily share them with you. That is fantastic news. I'll begin fabrication as soon as you've aligned the towers. And so, I shall have the explosives ready for you upon your return.
Related activities.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Neutralizing unfriendlies.
weapon ready, Commander. Try to limit further damage, Commander. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach
it. Emergency protocol syringes primed. Caution, Commander. Omnipresent high voltage detected. Engaging combat protocols.
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Standing by to stupefy.
Unsafe lifestyle. Engaging hostile life forms.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Augmenting capabilities. Entering a confrontational state. Standing by with life support.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Enhancing your batteries.
Vitals are...
Improving your stop speed. Emergency Commander. Agents help me. Enhancing.
Medic, please!
Improving. Confronting threat. Chemically enhancing.
Self-preservation a priority. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Emergency protocol surveillance primed. This unit advises healing yourself. Now.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Injecting performance.
offline again. We need to get them back up before someone dances through our defenses like they're waltzing on half and quarter measures.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Have you completed the job? Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist currently at this station, I confer to you upgraded permissions that allow for surplus supply purchases. you're back. Do you require additional supplies for further jobs and adventuring? Incredible.
Related activities.
Torpificator is charged. You suffered extensive damage, Commander. Deployed. Free energy. Your capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Commander, you...
Standing by to stupefy. Try to limit further damage, Commander.
Please, don't distract me from my more pressing distractions.
You have such a soothing voice, Val. I enjoy chatting with you, dear. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision. Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path. Inquire away. I may even respond. Presiding Bishop Orlo, yes. Ruth Bassar's predecessor. And better. Now there was a scientician. A true adherent to Order principles. Ran an efficient operation to boot. For a while, I'd hoped all this recent brouhaha, the schism, invasion, the rifts, was part of some long-foreseen predictive plan on her part. Something oblique only at the moment. The more time passes, the less I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm missing a few key variables. Or maybe she's a bit mathematically challenged. Because all the good mathematical terms were already taken by my predecessors? Because nothing gets past me, someone once thought, perhaps. I'm sure I don't know, dear. Whoever came up with that particular sobriquet is surely long since dead and buried. Hopefully by my hand. I try to kill only when necessary. Granted, our missions mean that occurs fairly often. I assume that's in line with your thinking, too. Yes? Oh, here I thought you valued my analytical skills and strategic thinking. But all right, message received. Reprioritizing. Murder. Are you asking me to reveal details of high-level covert operations? For the former head of the Order? To you, an agent for another party? I doubt you're willing to offer me a thorough accounting of your past assignments. And I bet the Earth Directorate had you on all sorts of clandestine initiatives. I'm not saying never, but we only just met, dear. Trust takes time. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Our path appears to be severely obstructed, Commander.
Incoming! Get clear!
Protocol syringe primed. Ready to assist agents entering. This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Reminder, domesticated raptidons are not pets.
Looks like
Please
we're
do not
about to have
approach,
company of the
feed,
unwanted
or scratch
kind.
behind their venomous jaw frills.
You've 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you. 4. Yeah, it will. 3. Two. Last chance. Some folks really don't have the sense given to a sprat. Don't say I didn't honor Auntie's Choice's obligatory 5-second grace period when dealing with nuisance customers. Dribble, gob, muck 'em up.
Rolling out vitals. Fortifying teammate. Emergency protocols. Maintaining your battlefield stamina. Standing by. Life support. This unit is in need of assistance.
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Emergency protocols ready. Promoting.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
Emergency protocols ready. Promoting teammate happiness.
Pain flaring up!
Please seek treatment for traumatic trauma soon. Emergency protocols ready.
Hunkering down!
Advise healing yourself now.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Yeah!
You there. You came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg. Stars. I'm glad to have found someone who knows not to waste time jawing when scientific advancement is at stake. Some people just don't know the importance of biological research. I sent my assistant off to the north with a tracking device, hoping he'd lay hands on a Gorvid egg. I desperately need that egg for my research. Could you bring me one? Oh, and bring back my assistant, too, if you find him with all his pieces still stuck together. He ain't much good for assisting in research if he's all torn up. Sound reasonable?
employee up to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
There was a lonesome boy with the happiest frown.
These laborers appear to be biting the hand that barely feeds them.
If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't charge us for stimulants!
Going. I can see the overseer up in her office, and we're definitely making her miserable.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
If you're not a go-getter, then
We
go
don't
away.
want to make demands!
Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities. They work us like cysty pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep beneath our stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day. Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choice's hierarchy by your own self. I don't think you could even change this one dumpish overseer ruining our lives. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your
You
fundamentals.
look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? Well, then, best of luck. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Keep walking.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! With no rest and no downtime!
Workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
Others get the exact...
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? That spiteful little cur. She's up in her office imagining new ways to make us miserable. But you're gonna need to find a different way in. She's locked the doors to keep us out. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't charge us for stimulants!
Clandestine infiltration.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned non-employee
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
That's right, folks!
We don't
Keep
want
the
to make
going.
demands,
I
but
can
no
still
more
see her up
peeing
in
in
her office.
bottles and
Then we're
cans.
definitely making her miserable! Machines have been off for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing on Adrena.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice, and if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work, and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. Absolutely. These lugs have been positively exalted in the good fortune of rising to their limited station within the meritocracy that Auntie has derived for us. Why? Can you imagine suffering under the yoke of a sovereign's rule? Or floundering at the ridiculous direction of those claiming to know the future by way of math? No. Only within Auntie's Choice can these drudges achieve genuine prominence. If they exhibit excessive dedication, they may even earn some modicum of the success I have enjoyed.
You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Andy's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a Drina time! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going!
Others
I can see
get
the
the
overseer
exact
up in her
same
office,
pay,
and we're
but only
making
work
her
12-hour
miserable.
days! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? Well, be quick about it, damn you. Every hour that passes is profit I'm losing.
The labor supervisor's missive may not alleviate worker disgruntlement.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Auntie and I continue to have high hopes that you will come to shine under the spotlight of our illustrious gaze. So, are you ready to impress us? Well, be quick about it, damn you. Every hour that passes is profit I'm losing. Yeah.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
Merry melodies.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulants!
And we're definitely making her miserable!
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a drink at a time!
So, you're sent by
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Here's some moon. He's gotten all kinds of old.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a drink at a time! on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! We don't want to make demand...
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Have we finally reached the end of this little drama? Are my workers resigned to doing their jobs and returning to the factory? Well, be quick about it, damn you. Every hour that passes is profit I'm losing.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Keep the chanting going! That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going! I can see the overseer
We
in the
don't want
office,
to make
and we're
demands,
definitely
but
making
no
her
more
miserable!
peeing in bottles and cans! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Then what in law's name are you doing here? Well, that certainly is unexpected. And potentially wonderful. Assuming, of course, you can actually help us. And he's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor, labor retention techniques? What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. Right, exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is, unacceptable. They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Hello again. Auntie and I have been eagerly awaiting your return. Is our situation finally resolved? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Oh my. You're probably right. It's been so long since I've shared a facility, I've forgotten how unpleasant it can be. I trust your insight and will leave it unlocked from now on. What more do they want? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility, consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. Well, it's true that data shows higher worker productivity on sleep than on stims. I never imagined restful production being more cost-effective than longer hours. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses for me, which should be more than enough to make up for the drop in hourly production. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. It is true that the rate I'm losing income is grossly more damaging than deducting the cost of the Adrena time, but I cannot concede to free. We will offer them wholesale. Is there more they ask? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making her miserable.
With no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? Is she willing to see reason? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. a most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? Excellent. What progress have you made? That must have been quite the negotiation. Oh, my people can't thank you enough. This will be huge for us. Free time to sleep, relax and all? Wonderful. What's next? She willing to see reason? If I'm honest, that's what I was expecting. I figured free was too much to ask. But at least we can afford it this way. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all. It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
Congratulations on ending the strike, Commander. These laborers may now continue their work until death or retirement occur first.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Payday's just a week away. But I'm honestly not sure if I'll be getting bits, or if I owe my whole check to the company vending
Right
machines.
now, I'm still way too tuckered to know if our conditions have improved or not.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.